Where in the world you're joining us from. This is week 21. It is the wheel-to-wheel Austrian Grand Prix live from the Red Bull Ring in Austria. Okay, we have some stuff to get through before we go live, or before we go live with the racing, I should say. First and foremost, we have got to check some audios. Check some audios. Just seeing if. Let's see. We are going to check some audios, and then what we're going to do is we're going through some of the results. We will go through some of the results, and we will go through some other things as well before we get going. Excellent. We have sound on the audios and all that kind of stuff. Looks like we are good to go. Okay, welcome in, folks. Welcome in. It is good to have you in. First and foremost, let's go and look at the results and where things stand as and from this week. We will look first. As you see over here, we have the Austrian Grand Prix today in round 21 of season 3, and the only 3 ones left are Hungary, China, and Imola following this week, and it is all to play for still. It is all to play for. After last week's result, we can see there that Budge not only won last week, he extended his lead at the top of the table with a win in Monaco. He led from start to finish in that race with a great battle with Bonsi and I believe it was Mayo Man as well, who dropped back down the order a little bit. But the order running last week was obviously one first for Budge, second for Bunsey. Shamrock getting a podium there, back at it at the top. Mayo Man dropping to 4th. Elite Carbon in 5th. Chameleon getting another good result in 6th, consistently scoring points the last few weeks. We had an AI finishing 7th. We had Blue Gunner in 8th. Major Jam all the way back in 9th. Why Not See back in 10th, despite both those guys starting 2nd and 3rd on the grid. 1 second, Mrs. Meeples. You hear that now? Just making sure everybody can hear it, because I don't want this to be a case of problematic stuff. Excellent. Thank you very much for the confirmation. Excellent. Oh, you're commenting on Facebook, so I can see you there. I don't need to watch it. I don't need to look on my phone. Okay. EA Sports. Let's get back to it. We had Major Jam and Why Not See finishing 9th and 10th after starting in 2nd and 3rd respectively. But they hit and had an issue as they approached the first corner on the first lap, ending the chance for Major Jam and Why Not to actually have a decent race in Monaco. Why Not touching the back of his teammate's car, spinning him around and facing him back, putting him all the way to the back, but a valiant effort to get back up to 9th in this race, followed up then by Supreme Boyo, who finished 11th and had fastest lap, but that doesn't count for anything if you're outside the top 10. Then we had Mormick finishing in 12th with DNFs from Wilfred Boney, Vernie Verne and Welsh Wizard. That was Season 3, Week 20 in Monaco. And that leaves us, as we can see here on the right-hand side, we can see we have Budge up in the top, on top of the table, now with a 46-point lead going into week 21. 4 races to bridge a gap of 46 points for Major Jam, who's now sitting in second place on 232. Mayo Man, after a good result last week, closes the gap in third, up on Mayo Man to 230. Now only 2 points separating those guys. Fourth is Bunsey on 178. He is 100 points behind, and there's 104 points left, as Budge pointed out last week, left. So Budge, it means Major Jam is pretty much going to have to win out at this point, and this might be the very place to begin that streak. Bunsey 100 points behind with 104 left to score maximum. It would mean a capitulation from Budge not scoring anything, and that in itself is something that hasn't happened this season, let alone 4 times. Budge has scored in every single race, 6 or higher bar 1. That's the consistency that has put Budge on 278 points and in clear command of winning 3 in a row. Okay. Bunsey. Then we have Shamrock, who is clearly out. Anybody below Bunsey is officially out, but Bunsey is pretty much out. But Shamrock in 166, missing a few races, and was on the tear until the Major Jam push to challenge from way back, overtaking everybody all the way up to Budge. So, Wilfred Boney on 146, Angry Chameleon on 128, Blue Gunner on 109, Elite Carbon on 93, Vernie Vern on 81, Kaiser, his teammate, on 81 as well, 162 points for the Mercedes Boyos. Supreme Boyo on 80, very close battle there for 10th through 12th. Then we have Mormick on 63, Flemo on 62, and Why Not See on 52, with Wizard on 30. Now, Mormick had set himself a goal of doing more in the second half of the season than he had done in the first. Reaching 63 points 2 weeks ago meant that he has done that. He got 27 in the first half of the season, with scoring obviously since then 36 points. So anything beyond that now is a vast improvement for Mormick, and he has had in recent times a podium as well. That is the way things stand, and that is where we are with regard to the races left in this season. So what we're going to do is we're going to segue nicely into this week's tour of the Austrian Red Bull Ring. And we will go through what you should expect here today in this race. And here we go. As you can see, a very, very fast straight, the home straight, down into turn 1, the Niki Lauda curve, which was named in 2019, which was named after the in honor of the 3-time world champion Niki Lauda in 2019, the late Niki Lauda, the former world champion, 3-time world champion. There is a long climb then from turn 1 all the way up through the first of the DRS zones on this track, all the way up to turn 2, where you can see still hitting massively fast speeds as you approach turn 3, through turn 2, which is just kind of a bend in the long straight, into turn 3 Remus. It is then turn around, and you will have seen there previously the DRS zone, and there's that line where it is DRS zone 2, and we have another long downhill rush towards turn 4, which is Schlossgold. As you turn around there, we are doing 327 on that, and all breaking all the way down to approximately 70 or 98 kilometers per hour on turn 4, Schlossgold. You will then make your way around down towards the windiest part of the track, turn 5 Pirelli. As you see there, a long kind of curve from left to right. You want to as well stay away from the left hand side here and not get involved on the inside curbs before you come round, and turn 6 Roush. It isn't marked T5 here, but T2 is earlier between T1 and T3 on that long first straight. You then will work your way down and around towards turn 7, which is Versa Curva. This is a fairly fast T6 or T7, 185 kilometers an hour through this section, catching the right hand curb there and bringing your way around into T8, which doesn't have a name. Then down really quickly towards T9 at another staggering 360 kilometers an hour, full force through this turn, staying right of that white line from the beginning if you're going into the pits. This is T9, and that's called Rint, and we will come down then and around into T10, the Red Bull Mobile Corner, and we will then head up and around and down towards the detection zone 3 as you pass the line there, down towards the start finish line and finishing your lap. That is the end of the Red Bull lap. So that is where it is. That is what to expect when you come around the Red Bull Ring. This is an incredibly fast track. It is all speed. It is all speed. This is going to favor in the extreme the guys who are in the faster cars, the Mercedes, the Red Bull, the Alpha Tauris, who are legendary not only in quali but for the speed around these tracks. This is going to put the likes of Budge in the mid to lower range cars at a huge disadvantage on this track, and this is where the push to challenge coming late in this season from Major Jam may begin. It will set us up because we have fast tracks similarly in China, and Budge probably doesn't fancy it, but I know Major Jam doesn't fancy Imola on the last day. Hungary and Imola may favour Budge, so and then China and here today in Red Bull may actually suit Major Jam. So realistically, all things said and done, it might be a case. Marco, welcome in. Thank you very much for that. It may be split. If it splits like that, where Budge does better on 2 tracks than Major Jam, and Major Jam does better on the other 2 tracks, it is Budge's title. Simple as. Major Jam has to get a huge advantage in these final races, getting more than 12 points more per race, which essentially means winning out and Budge finishing off the podium in all incidences. If Budge finishes 4th 4 times and Major Jam wins out 4 times, which is a massive ask on these tracks, we will have Major Jam title. It is still there to be won, and there's still a big chance, especially after today, if Major Jam puts in a massive one. But Budge hasn't finished less than 6th on any occasion, rather other than once. And the problem with that is then Major Jam needs to be winning out. Simple as. Because Budge is going to score 6th or better in most races. And honestly, scoring 15 means that in 2nd place means that Budge is going to have to be down in 9th or 8th or 9th consistently for the next 4 races, and he hasn't done that but once in an entire season up to week 20. So once in 20, it's highly unlikely he'll be 8th or lower in the last 4 races, all 4 races. Budge gets 1 win from here on out. It probably seals the victory. Quite frankly, that's the way it looks like. He may have this wrapped up before the final race, unlike last year where he finished level on points with Mayo Man, only winning on race wins. Great stuff last year, and great stuff yet to come here, because Major Jam may also be taking fastest laps on a day like today and get a few bonus points in there just just to that if Budge did get 1/15th, he may still be all right with that. Or sorry, 1 third place with 15 points. Anyway, that is where it is for now. Just some things to note here as we're going around this track. As I say, the 3 DRS zones after turn 1 all the way up to turn 3. As you go around, then we have a second DRS zone very quickly after turn 3, all the way down to T4, downhill, 1 uphill, 1 downhill, and a massive climb up to T3. And then finally after turn 10, all the way down to pit straight, all the way towards Niki Lauda curve on turn 1. So the detection zones are before turns 1, 3 and 10. And as we said as well, as we were making that tour of the lap, it is a case as well that the pit entry here is very dangerous for people going in and slowing down incredibly. They must stay right of that line all the way from the very beginning all the way through, and stay right as far as possible, and be careful also that people may be on a hot lap. You saw there the way the car turn took it stays more or less left of the line initially, but does cut it at one stage. So there is a point here where those guys could collide, and if a guy is slowly going into the pits, not on full fuel in quali, they could end up with a quali ban going forward, which would mean less chance to do well in races going. Major jam, needing to look out for that as well. Okay, so they just need to make sure they don't impede drivers coming around turn 9 at full tilt, because you saw it there, 316 or thereabouts kilometers coming around turn 9, slowing right down into a sharp right-hander on turn 10, the Red Bull mobile corner, and heading off again down to pit straight towards a next lap. We have an invitation from the Angry Chameleon to join them, so we are going to do such. And get in and get ready for this race. We are 1 minute early, folks. That is the analysis for this week. Tell me if you enjoyed it. Give me some comments down there. Tell me what's going on. Tell me who you fancy to win. Who's going to get fast lap, and who is going to be the guy at the end of the day, at the end of the season, I beg your pardon, top of the pile. Is it going to be Budge? Is Major Jam going to hunt down Budge at the top as these races come to an end, or this season comes to an end? It is all to play for. New games up this week. You can see we have the Princess Bride, Die Hard, and Lap Dance on the end. We change them every week just to give you a different thing to look at in the background every single week. Folks, get your comments in. And as I say, if you have questions for the drivers, get them in as well. We will bring them back to you next week. We still have Ironman. This is Ironman's first week back in about 3 weeks. We haven't talked to Ironman since then. We will indeed and absolutely catch up with him before the end of the season and do his questions just like we did everybody else's. We do have a full grid of drivers today, no AI. All 17 drivers are reporting. We also have had, for season 4, we are going to have a full grid, full 20 drivers, reserve drivers, that if you haven't done it and you're interested, get in and make yourself known and let them know that you may be interested. If there's availability after all the people is said and done, there may be a few spots that will be pushed out towards the wheel-to-wheel faithful who watch in and aren't regular. We have Major Jam, who looks like he has the worst internet on the planet. His internet is down in the red. Everybody else's seems just perfectly fine. But there he is, back up into yellow. Oh no, back down to red. Was into yellow, back down to red. I do know Major Jam has excellent internet, by the way. All the way live from Toronto. Our man, Major Jam. Folks, that is the intro. We will join it live now. Party is full, so we can't join. There is too many people in the party. Who's in here? Is there a driver? Everybody's in, I think. Oh, he must mean the actual audio with the other lads. I think there's a restriction of 16. There's a restriction of 16 in all of the chat rooms on PlayStation now. It's very strange. It didn't used to be like that. But all the drivers can no longer be in the same chat. Vernie Vern, unfortunately, not going to be able to join the other lads, or maybe fortunately enough for him too. Either way, you probably won't hear him lose his crap unless you're on his stream live. Alrighty then, that is us. We will switch over in just a moment once we get the go ahead. I did say I am in here. Did I get kicked? I'm spectating, yeah. That's right. Am I just off the screen? Sorry, I'm just looking here at the screen. I think I'm just at the bottom. Yeah, I am. I'm gone. So it looks like everybody's in, and it looks like we are readying up. 5 readied up. 5 of the 17 are readied up. 16. Where somebody's missing. Looks like Is a Hero is still having trouble. So we are not full, but we still have no AI because we are above the minimum 15 drivers required. We have 7 of the 16 drivers have readied up. Those require a majority to start the countdown. If everybody actually readied up, it would mean we could just get going. And we could begin week 21 in the Austrian Grand Prix. I'm going to stop messing with that pen. It drives me nuts, but once it's there, I can't help but do that. We are going to switch that over in just a moment. Yeah, people ready up for the love of fuck, like. Getting the old spare joystick out in case my joystick runs out of power mid-race. And we have a countdown. We have the majority now who have readied up. Oh, who are we? Comedian, Boney, Shamrock has on. Nah, they've stopped it again. So there's obviously an issue in the chat. We don't know what it is. Vernie Vern. Hello, Vern. I think Vern can hear me in the lobby. 8 of 17. We have 17 people in. Is everybody in? Is a Hero must have appeared, is he? Or maybe not. Yeah, he is. Is a Hero is finally here. And all guys bar 2 have readied up. Budge and Mayo Man, the 2 Aston Martins, refused to ready up. Now Mayo Man has readied up. Only Budge remains. Budge not readying up. The only guy on track not to ready up. Okay, and here we go, folks. We are going to go live. It is the Austrian Grand Prix. Okay, thank you, Marco, and thank you, Mrs. Meeps, for the likes on the stream. It is much appreciated. Folks, if you are watching this now or later, please give a like. Please do a few things there and pump up the jam and the likes and the all the stuff on the stream. It will be much appreciated. We do appreciate it normally, and it might get this out there to wheel faithful who are still unaware that this is where you can catch your live wheel-to-wheel racing every single week, except for the weeks I'm not here and I'm away on holidays. But most weeks. There's only 2 weeks in the 24 that I didn't make it. I think that's pretty good. Folks, it looks like we are good to go, and we are about to bring the speed the need for speed in the week 21 wheel-to-wheel season 3 race in Austria. Let's get this sorted. Let's get all this stuff. We get tire enabled, and full map. That is us ready to go. Looks like Shamrock and Why Not already thinking alternates on the old medium tires. They may change those. Who is going to be first out on the track in the 17 drivers? Who is it going to be? The first one out the gate is not Comedian. Who's the first one out on their lap? Major Jam. Let's follow him. Major Jam. It is Major Jam first out. Major Jam will be lightning quick around this. I'm pretty damn sure that Major Jam will be lightning quick around this. He is slowing down. Dear Aiden, taking it easy. We will see what it is he sets to begin. He's probably going to set a pretty competitive time straight off the bat as he comes down around turn 8, down towards turn 9. And this, folks, is where you got to be careful, especially in qualification, where you could conceivably mess up somebody's lap. He is left and right of that, and he comes down around turn 10, the Red Bull mobile corner, and he is heading down full DRS, ERS on, heading down towards turn 1, the Nicky Lauda curva, and he is up and around and activates the DRS again on this straight turn 1. There's the little curve there you see there. That is turn 2, up to turn 3. That is all uphill. There's a hard climb up there for the car, and then it is all downhill towards turn 4. Not the full incline that you will make during the turn 1 to 3, but there he comes down around through sector 2. This is a very, very quick circuit lap. You should be lapping here in the 104s or 105s in order to set a pole. That is what we expect. Maybe, just maybe, if somebody has a stellar lap, they will be actually in and around the 103s. That would be stellar. The low 104s is where they should be aiming for in the faster cars. And he's gone out inside. He cut that corner there. You want to be very careful doing that in quali. And he comes around and he sets a 105.3. Not a massively fast lap off the bat. Brian Comedian then comes down around the final corner, and he's going to set a 106.9. So that's not going to be his best lap either. Shamrock has done a lap already as well. There is Mormick, 106.5. He's up in the second. Why Not see beating that with a 106 flat. So already times piling in now, and as is normal in quali, the two Alpha Tauris out front. Let's see with Shamrock how he does here as he comes down and around through sector 2. Is he down this time when he finishes sector 2? As I say, this lap should be Mailman setting a 105.9. I think he is invalidated. He sure has. So let's join Wilfred, is it? No, he's in sector 1. Bunsey through sector 2. Let's follow Bunsey. 4th place currently in the standings as he comes down and around through turns 7 and 8. And he is a long time off, I think. Definitely a long time coming off. He's not going to be setting a very competitive lap right now. Let's see where Boney is. Shamrock gone back in. Boney is now in sector 2. Let's follow him around as he comes down and around. Is he 50 seconds? Yeah, he's on the competitive lap. So let's see where he goes. He's about 60% on the ERS. Left will he abandon? He's 56. Coming down through turn 9 into turn 10 and around onto the pit straight, and he is 103, 104, 105. Looks like a 106 flat he is. Puts him just above Mormick there, and just behind the flat of Elite Carbon there as well. So Bunsey, is he setting the time this time around? Looks like he's got the ERS and the ability to do it this time. He may have given up on that lap last time to recharge the batteries to make a run of it on this lap. Let's see where he's at now. Looks like Mailman, Why Not, and all them have all gone into 105s, and Major Jam will be out in just a moment again, I say, to go on his second run. So, Bunsey, as he comes around through turn 10 onto the pit straight, he goes over in 105.8, putting himself in 4th. He is going to improve on that, no doubt at all. Is a Hero is on the lap. Everybody else seems to be going in at this stage. Is Mormick on a competitive lap? No, he's in the garage. Oh, sorry, Wilfred Boney. He's going into the pits. So it is a Hero, the only man on track right now. He's coming through sector 2. He's coming down through turns 7 and 8 again. This is the windiest part of the track. But again, like we said, this is a track where it's 104, 105 times I should be setting. Which is in contrast to places like Silverstone and other places like in Singapore, much longer, and of course Belgium, times in the 140s in some cases. Is a Hero sets at 106. Remember, he's in the Williams, the second slowest car on track. Bunsey went those 3 laps on those softs, so he definitely want to improve on that lap in order. And there's Major Jam gone out. He's going out on the mediums, it looks like. He will want, with 3 laps on those softs, he's going to want to improve on the next set of tyres. Okay, unless of course he's doing a Mormick, where he is of course knowing that we might have rain in this. And if there is rain in this, we will cross off another square in this this season's F1 seasonal bingo. Shamrock is out on the softs. Angry Comedian, where's he? He's coming down through sector 1. Is he? Yeah, he's in sector 1. He's going up through turn. He's going up through turn 3 as he comes across and goes over that line there, and the fully DRS on again. Very good. I think that is Shamrock getting out of the way. Maybe it is a Hero getting out of the way as Comedian comes down around turn 4, down and around through turn 5 and into turn 6. Excellent work. Staying out on the curb out there. Doesn't want to be getting caught too much on that inside curb. Staying out on the right. Excellently done. He's getting competitive here. We all as he comes down towards turn 9, and he comes down. You see, we join him here as we go around down into turn 10, and he's going to race for the line here. Is it going to be improving a little bit? No, he's down 5 tenths. Put them up above his Hero. He's down to 106.4. So who's out behind him? Looks like Vernie in that Mercedes is going on a lap. Oh, and he's after invalidating already. So we will rejoin LOI Shamrock as he comes around through sector 2. Is he down this time? We will find out. And there is a Hero, his teammate, keeping over to the right. These two guys in one of the slowest cars on track, catching that curve. As you see the line going in there, and you can see how somebody going into that pit could invariably absolutely wipe out your lap. Shamrock getting up into 8. Ironman said the 1:06.3. He is back with us. Welcome back, Ironman. Invalidation there from Shamrock, so he is going to go in after this. We are seeing Comedian now way up in his time, so he's not going to do that. Kaiser, will he set a time? Will he not set a time? You know what? It's a thing. It's a thing. Kaiser setting a time or not setting a time. Either is normal. Not particularly unusual for either to happen. Here we go. Kaiser in one of the fastest. This is Kaiser and Verne and Mormick are people to watch out during this. See now, this is what I'm talking about with the line. I'm going into pits, and Kaiser's going into pits because he doesn't feel like setting a lap. Doesn't feel like setting a lap at all. Looks like we have a sector 1 Verne who hasn't set time anyway because he's been validated. Supreme Bio. So let's follow Supreme Bio around. Another lightning quick driver. A track that will highly appeal to the likes of Supreme Bio, especially with that lightning quick speed that we witnessed in Brazil, winning by near 40 seconds over second place. Absolutely massive advantage for him. And he is coming down here, and he is not invalidated, luckily enough. And he's staying within the limits as he comes down and around. And what's he going to set? A 105.7 puts himself, there we go. Budge with a 105.4, absolutely fantastic lap. That's exactly what Budge needs. He needs to be in contact with Major Jam at all times. He will find it difficult. Major Jam's gone into pits because he hasn't improved on those mediums. And he's now a little nervous that Budge is only 1/10 off this time. Budge likes to go for a second lap, and he has already done so. So it's likely now he's going to go into the pits. Supreme Bio put himself up in third position. Why not see a little drop off there? He's right in the he's only 0.06 of a second behind Supreme Bio, so he is likely to be up there as well. Can Why not see do his teammate a favour by knocking Budge down a couple of pegs in qualification? Budge last week setting the pole time and winning the race last week, so his first win in a while for sure. Okay, and that's a bit squirrely for Bunsey coming out there. So I'd say that's an abandoned lap. It sure is. Mailman, Budge's teammate, in third position. It is not over for him either. He is only 48 points behind. And he is on full drive mode here as he comes down through sector 1. Coming down through turn 3. Down into turn 4. I beg your pardon, that's turn 5, followed by turn, we were one straight behind in my mind. As he comes down through turn 7 and 8, and he comes out flying around, and see how he takes it. See how he takes turn 9, as he turns right in, nobody going into the pit there, but this is where the dangers lie in quali, and of course in the middle of the race at some stage. And he's going to set up 105.5, doesn't do a disservice to his teammate Budge, but Mailman has everything to race for in this race and is likely to do so if he can. He wants the best of him. But Budge or Major Jam or Mailman may actually knock one or the other out of contention this week by winning. Whichever of those two wins will likely knock the other one out of contention with not enough left, and that's another invalidated lap from Bunsey. Let's follow Lee Carbon as he comes down towards the line. He hasn't set a very competitive time this time around, but he is going to go again. He is 3 seconds down. He has all of the ERS and DRS to go with this round, so if he can put in a competitive lap, he is, yeah, sure is. Let's stick with him as he uses Blue Gunner. Woof! He got a toe there, wow! He used every last inch of that toe. Even though Blue wasn't doing a whole lot of speed in that. There we go. As he comes down around, where will he be coming to the end of sector 2? As he finishes the second DRS zone and he comes up and around towards the longest corner. Major Jam with a 105.2, improving on those softs. Fantastic stuff from him, making it a little bit more difficult to Budge to find more time. Carbon is down on his time on this lap, so he may at this stage head in. He isn't, he's going for it. He's a 101. He's going for 3 laps. It probably was as well to abandon this lap and go into the pits and start again. But he's probably going to go again. He still hasn't used the ERS. Let's see where other people stand. Comedian not getting in a competitive lap whatsoever. He is not enjoying this qualification whatsoever. He is not improving the time. Nearly half a tenth down in his time and invalidating once again on a second lap. He hasn't got much time to get in and get around again, but he needs to do it quickly. He's going to abandon this lap. Is a hero going in as well, trying to get one more chance at qualification. Kaiser Gunner not set a time, but he is on those alternate tyres. He is on those alternate tyres, and he is on it. He is looking like he could conceivably not set a time at all. Welsh Wizard is not going to set a time today because he has got a quali ban. He has gone out and to go into Park Fermi for his setup. And that's an invalidation from Kaiser. Unlikely now as he spins around on turf. And that's what I was again witnessing. Thank you, Kaiser, for demonstrating what it's like to hit that inside curb there. Mormit coming around. He is on an out lap on these fresh set of softs, and he may go for a fast lap now. Budge remaining in second. out on a lap as well. Where is he? He's on a fast lap. And he is coming through sector 1. What time is he going to set? He is plus 4/10 up, so he's on warm-up duty. He is going last. He is going to try and set the last time on this track to compete with, although he is, he's not abandoning this lap just yet. He is trying to get around. But he hasn't about, he is 4/10 down. It's unlikely he'll improve any great amount in this last sector. I can't imagine he will. Staying away as Kaiser demonstrates, stay away from that side, from that curve on the inside. Beautifully taken. But he looks like he's set himself up. Yeah, he's built up that ERS again to go for a very, very fast flying lap. Let's see. We will join. Who else? Wilfred Boney. He's 1/10 down as he goes around in this final flying lap. Bunsey. Bunsey going around. He is down about 600ths of a second. Mormick. He is coming down around through the final turn. And he is active. What is he going to set? A 1:05.9. Jumping up into 9th. That's 3 laps set on those. Does he know something? We don't know. There's Blue Gunner. Is he going to get around in time? There may be the usual with regard to Wilfred. Here we go. Wilfred coming around through turn 10. Where is he going to, what time is he going to set? Either 103, 104, 105, 105.9. Jumps. He doesn't improve on his time. That's not the end of his quali, but he can go on another lap. Let's see where Budge. Oh, that's a Bernie round. Who is up into 4th now, going to pit that at the end of his quali. Budge coming around. That is a Haas of Blue Gunner, I'm pretty sure. Looking to go on a hot lap in just a moment. Budge coming down. Is he going to get to go again? He hasn't improved. He is 7,000ths of a second. He's not going to improve in that time on those tyres with no ERS. He is going to go. So it looks like we have Mayo Man, Supreme Bio. Will he get around? Will Supreme Bio get around in time to go on a lap? We will see. Bunsey's on a lap. Is he faster coming through sector 2? He is no way done 23 seconds through sector 2. Where will he go? Angry Chameleon on the mediums. He is down nearly 2/10. Won't matter. He needs to improve in sector 3 for sure in order to catch even Elite Carbon. Looks like we have Elite Carbon. Supreme Bio did not get around. We have Bunsey now coming around trying to set a faster time. He is currently in 8th. Can he improve on this? Where is he? Oh, he hasn't invalidated. That was close though. And that is not a great time. It doesn't look like he's going to improve a whole lot. He's improved by 1/10, put him up to 7th above Supreme Bio, who won't get through. Who won't get to. Major Jam, 105 flat. Budge gone into the pits. He is in 2nd place. Why not C? Nearly trying to split or get Budge off 2nd place, but he hasn't managed to do so. Wilfred Boney not going to improve. That is the end of his lap. Here is Mayo Man as he comes around. And he is improved! And it is Mayo Man who puts Budge down in 3rd place. His own teammate. But now, from now to the end, Budge Mayo Man and Major Jam need to do better than Budge. Preferably for them, if Budge doesn't score at all, they can meal in those 40 odd points that they need to come the last 4 races. And folks, that is the end. Chameleon didn't improve on his time and he remains in 12th. The 2 Ferraris, one of the faster cars on track, both out of the top 10. They will get to choose the tyres that they start on, but all of the Ferraris finishing outside of the top 10. Incredible stuff. Let's go through the rankings for
to try and do a good
quali. And there we go. We have Major Jam setting another, his 12th of the season.
Cars were quite loose.
His 12th of the 10.
There could be a shaky car, but
his 12th of the 10th timelines are fastest laps in quali. Mayo Man in 2nd, Budge in 3rd. Why Not See in 4th, Wilfred Boney in 5th, Fairly Ver in 6th in the Mercedes. Thought I'd see the Mercedes up a little higher. Bunsey in 7th, Supreme Bio in 8th, Mormick in 9th, again a very fast car, not doing too well. Shamrock in 10th, Elite Carbon 11th, Angry Chameleon and Iron Man in the Ferraris in 12th and 13th, with Is a Hero 14th, Blue Gunner in 15th, Kaiser Gunner in 16th, and Welt, without a quali time because he got a quali ban, in 17th place to begin this race. That is quali out of the way. Incredible stuff. I think Vernie Byrne, if he doesn't mute his mic for us here, may actually come across on the stream because he's in the lobby. Or we could go into the options, settings, lobby options, and no, sound options, audio settings. There we go. Speech, that's fine. Other cars, we will mute the other cars. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. There we go, folks. There we go. That is qualification. We have 3 viewers in there now at the moment. Can you give us a like, a comment, tell us what you think, predict the winner in this race? Is it going to be Major Jam start to finish like it was Budge in Monaco last week? Is he going to do his 4th time pole to win, the most by anybody else? Nobody else has more than one, and the other people who have is Supreme Bio. Supreme Bio has done it. Ryan is in. He is praying for rain in Austria. Thank you very much for the likes. So the other people to do it is Supreme Bio, Budge last week, and we had the Alfa Romeo of Elite Carbon. Those 3 guys doing it once from pole to finish, or pole to win, breaking the wheel-to-wheel pole plague, which we had 10 weeks running. And in the last 10 races, we've had 5 of them. Yeah, I Ryan, I fully agree. I think that is a legitimate. I think that is a legitimate comment. You're as likely as anybody to win this, as I say, because it is entirely possible. Everybody DNF. Let's see what the weather will be like. We have 4 seconds to wait. We have 4 seconds to wait. Here we go. It's dry. It is dry. And we will be led around on this lap by none other than Major Jam, who is doing it for the 12th time in 21 races. Incredible. We will leave the detail on position change for the start of the race, because we will see it the live changes at the start, which is impossible to tell with all the chaos that generally happens. As I say, folks, this is a very, very fast track, and it is likely that the faster cars like Mormick, Major Jam, Why Not See, Supreme Bio for sure, and probably even Kaiser from the back of the grid doing another back of the grid to podium. Back of the grid to podium again for Kaiser, which he has done once already, going all the way to 2nd from last on the grid. The dude doesn't like. The dude does not like to set a lap time, not at all. First start at the back and watch the carnage into turn 1. Who is going to roll through the gravel trap upside down in the first corner? If anybody's going to do it, it's Chameleon. I fully believe it's Chameleon, because he wasn't enjoying quali, and to qualify 12th in that Ferrari on this track, and Iron Man, who has been away from the racing for the last 3 weeks, shows you those Ferraris are not prepared for this race in the way they could be. So we are at the end of the race, or we at the formation lap. Mayo Man absolutely robbing Budge at the last moment of that position in second. So Budge will get right behind Major Jam going all the way into turn one. Mayo Man is going to need a good start here in order to get. Here we go. We are 3, 4, 5 lights are lit. And we're gone. We are lights out and is a hero with a drive-through penalty already. And Mayo Man gets the start that he needed and jump. Oh! And there's Vern coming down and absolutely lamping Budge out.
Fuck off, lad!
Vern and Wilfred Boney is gone. Elite Carbon is gone. What a mad time to start. But look at this. The two Alphas are in second and third. And Budge is all the way down to 11th because Vern absolutely lamped him going into turn one. That is the type of start that Why Not and Major Jam and Mayo Man needed. Ouch! That hurts. That hurts Budge. He is likely to improve. We have a safety car, a full safety car, because we have 3 drivers out in turn one. In turn bloody one. Wow. That is possibly the worst start to a race this season. Wow. You saw it in the background there, folks, on the thing. Major Jam dropping 2 places, his own driver. I can guarantee you Why Not will give that place back to Why Not C. To Major Jam. Absolutely will. I imagine Budge at this stage is going to go in and get a nose change. There he is, because that lamped the hell out of him. He is probably going to go on to the mediums as well, is he? And yeah, Bunsey and Budge all the way to the back of the grid. Only 13th, he still can score points. But the worst start of the season for Budge. We are behind the safety car with 36 laps. This is a short lap. Wow. Well up. Welcome in, Sully. Nice to have you in, fella. Nice to have you in. Ryan is living it up. He loves a good turn one. He loves a good turn one. Absolutely, destruction derby. Yeah. So I can safely say that Major Jam still is P2. I imagine Why Not C, once the safety car ends, Why Not C is probably going to give that position up. He did say that he was working with and has worked up previously with his teammate in order to work together in order to get the team points, but also help his own teammate win a race. We saw a very valiant effort to do so in Belgium, where he lost more than just the position that he was given up to. Major Jam to give it back. Budge back in 13th, but on fresh tires. We will see there. We have everybody from Welsh Wizard to Iron Man up. Oh, Chameleon has gone in. 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane. Chameleon. Wow. Promotes Budge to 12th already because Chameleon's gone in. He's going to serve that 5-second penalty. Likely. Oh my. What a start to this race. Chameleon. Ouch. That hurts. We're on lap 3 already behind the safety car. Turn 1 carnage as Elite Carbon, Wilfred Boney and Vern all out on turn 1. And taking the championship leader out and putting them from 3rd all the way to 4th or 12th, I beg your pardon. Oh, is a hero, yes, I still got to serve that drive-through. He can't do it on the safety car. But putting them, the leader all the way back, and that would be for Mayo Man, as it stands, a 25-point swing when he is 48 points behind. That will leave him 23 points behind Budge, provided Budge, for the first time this season, doesn't score points. But folks, you and I both know this is not over for Budge. Safety car is in this lap, and Mayo Man is backing them up. he is going to start backing him up, and Angry Chameleon is on the back of the pack again. Iron Man is up 6 positions. We are going to join. We're going to leave it there in that we will watch Mailman as he prepares and watch. We see where the safety car is in the pits now, and he is safe to go at any stage. He is slowly going to go. Oh, he hasn't done it yet. He looked like he was about to go, but he's gone. How has it affected them? Major Jam is being cut off because Major Jam is nearly already outside the 1 second. He is outside the 1 second window from Why Not See. Oh my! But folks, another big factor here will clearly be penalties, as you saw in the weekend race in Austria. In reality, for both the F1 and the F2, this is going to be huge. Let's see. So Major Jam, what is happening with Major Jam? He's fallen behind Supreme Boyle. Major Jam falling down the rankings early on, and now he's Major Jam is not directly behind his teammate, so will not be, if it stays the way it is, it won't be easy for them to give that position back early in order for Major Jam to hunt down Mailman at the beginning. He is now more than 3 seconds, almost 3 seconds behind Mailman, who leads by 3/10. There is 3 very strong DRS zones, and Why Not See could conceivably take over from Mailman in this race very, very early on. Major Jam now behind Shamrock. What is happening with him? Has he got damage? That is the question. He is falling down the ranks. That is doing his start no good. Budge into the points already. He is into the points already. He is up to 10th, and now he is hunting down Welsh Wizard. And you know Budge will likely go penalties without penalties for this. If somebody's going to do it, he's going to go without penalties at the end. Budge getting walloped there by Bunsey on the outside. He is hunting down Welsh Wizard now, and he is overtaking him. Budge is making moves. He doesn't want to lose sight of the guys. He doesn't want to be getting outside DRS zones and stuff like that early on and making it difficult. With already 5 laps of this race gone, he is already back up to 9th, and 8th has been his worst result so far this season, finishing there once, and every other time in or above 6th position. He will be hunting down the likes of Mormick, Ironman, and even Major Jam at this stage in 5th. Mayo already setting fastest laps up front and pulling away from Why Not See. So Major Jam not able to make an impression early in this, with Supreme Bio, Shamrock, and Why Not See and Mailman all passing him early on in this race. Incredible stuff to begin this race. Let's go on to the tyres and see, and everybody from Blue Gunner back is on fresh tyres. There we go. Supreme Boyle is a long way back on his own. He doesn't have the DRS of Why Not See to keep up. Why Not See certainly does have the DRS. He is inside the DRS of Mailman, and that should be opening up this now after all those laps behind the safety car. I think this is the lap it should be opening up. Budge up to 9th and hunting down Blue Gunner. We will watch that 2-second gap over the next couple of laps and see how long it takes him to catch up on Blue Gunner. Blue Gunner running well wide in that Haas. Remember folks, that Haas is the slowest car on track and is not going to do Blue Gunner any favours in this, especially when he's the one trying to hunt down Mormick in the fastest car on track, the Red Bull. That might be net neutral for him, but he will get dragged around the track with the DRS zones open now. Bunsey hunted down Budge and has made that stick. He will get the advantage of being in DRS now, and Budge is in a much faster car, but this may be back and forward for these two guys over the next few laps. And is he going to get the switch back? He hasn't. But now, is this going to affect how quickly Budge gets back into this race? They are now 2.3 seconds behind Blue Gunner when they were down to 2 seconds behind. So this is affecting the time that Budge is trying to set and catch up with those guys. Oh, but Bunsey has improved and is catching up on his teammate. Budge does not want to be dropping back behind that Haas. He can't. What Ironman setting best lap now after Major Jam making his way back above. Oh, Shamrock reverses that there. Budge does not want to be. Budge can get dragged around by Bunsey as he hunts down his teammate, and he looks like he might get into the DRS zone of Blue Gunner, but there is a massive battle going. Oh, and there is Shamrock who drops all the way back. And Shamrock is gone again. And that's another position that Budge could get purely based on the fact that Shamrock is not doing well right now. Oh, there's Ironman who has gone off, sets fastest lap, one lap, and then loses a ton of positions. And that is an easy overtake for Mormick, I beg your pardon, for Budge, because Mormick has helped. Mormick is gone. Mormick is losing it. He is going to have to go in and change that wing. Budge up into 8. Budge up into 8, and now is in the DRS of this pack and could make up a ton of positions very, very quickly. Folks, at the front, we have a battle going on with Why Not See and Mayo Man. Mayo Man now behind Why Not See, and that is huge for Budge, because that means neither himself, Major Jam or Mayo Man is winning this lap, or winning this race. Budge now up into 7th and closing down on Blue Gunner. This is incredible changes, and this is all down to all of those this is the power of those DRS zones. 3 of them over the course of a lap, and those faster cars. There is Shamrock dropping down behind Blue Gunner, and Blue Gunner now under pressure. Sorry, Shamrock under pressure from Budge, but Mayo Man is now falling a little bit off of Why Not See, and quite frankly, the way things stand right now, you can't imagine that Why Not See is going to slow down to the extent of 6 seconds in order to bring Major Jam and get him that win. Mayo Man, Why Not See now clearly doing Budge a favour by winning this race so far, but it is Mayo Man in that DRS zone, and he has closed down 4 tenths, and he has 2 more DRS zones coming in quick succession to move that gap down, but he did lose 2 tenths through turn 1. He's down to 3 tenths as he comes around down into the final one in succession. But again, losing some time. Why not has the making of this track and is staying far enough ahead in order to prevent those DRS zones. But he might be battling early with the ERS. He's on 30%, and look at that. Mayo Man is going to wait till Why Not See is in is derating and make that overtake very easily. Supreme Boyle with a 3-second penalty could affect this race, also with Budge hunting him down. Budge now all over the back of Shamrock, only 2 tenths behind him as they come around into the past the first detection point, and he is in DRS. Come down around towards the turn 10 onto the straight. And is he going to make it on this first DRS zone? He surely is, as he stays, as he'll be ahead going through the first detection zone of back-to-back detection zones. And there is Mormick all over the back of Shamrock. And Shamrock again, look at that. This is what happens. These guys are dragging each other around. Budge on the outside. He didn't learn from Perez on the weekend. But this is where he should be careful when he's on the outside. There it is. And that's the difference, folks. There is the third DRS zone and the third change between these guys. And we have overtaken galore back here with Is a Hero and Welsh Wizard. And this is going to be the case all the way back. They're a long way back. Our man is well inside the points there with 13th second gap already opening up back to 10th. But this is the way it is. The people who are within the DRS zone, Shamrock now may theoretically fall out of that. He's just in it. And there is Shamrock going in. So Budge is on the hunt. He's on the medium. He's on the longer He's on 9-lap-old mediums, and Blue Gunner's gone in, and so is Shamrock. They are the first to pit in the normal strategy. Is a Hero and all them have served a penalty, and Chameleon has stopped a couple of times. They're all way back at this stage. They are going to need help from others and a safety car late in this race. Shamrock dropping all the way back to 11th, and Blue Gunner is outside of the ERS of Budge, so Budge no longer has to defend with the ERS, and he is now hunting down Major Jam, who is now currently on track, only 2 points ahead of Budge in the scoring. Sorry, 3 points. Budge on 12, Major Jam on 15, and Major Jam is a long way back from Mayo Man, who is in second, but they are on 18 currently, 15 and 12. Those numbers are not going to help the guys. Those numbers are not going to help the guys close the gap to Budge significantly. That he will be approximately still 40 points ahead. He'll be 40 points ahead with about 3 weeks. Well, with actually 3 weeks left in the season. Blue Gunner is far enough off, and you see Budge's ERS piling back up to over 50% already, because he doesn't have to defend against Blue Gunner, who isn't making inroads. Blue Gunner is, on the other hand, having to defend behind a little bit from Mormick, who is, look at the speed of this car as he approaches Blue Gunner. Mormick early on in this lap, or in this race, having a very dodgy thing. He is likely to come across penalties later on for review, the likely. Ryan says, tell Budge to flip the party time button on the wheel to give him an extra boost. I fully think he has done that, because despite being all the way back as far as second last in the pits at one stage. Oh, and there's the Alpine of Supreme Bio running wide through turn 10. Sets fastest lap, but it won't matter if he keeps accumulating points. Mormick still all over the back of Blue Gunner, who is losing time to Budge, and Budge is now, yes, still over 50% on that ERS. He is hunting down Major Jam, not making a huge amount of inroads, but Major Jam will have to stop first, and this is the difference in strategy now. It is that he is only 7 seconds behind Major Jam, despite the fact that he has already made one stop in this race. Budge is likely to go on the softs late in this race, giving him a huge advantage over a particularly well-worn set of mediums that Major Jam and Mayo Man is on. That has helped out Budge has limited the impact of the safety car, with the safety car, has limited the impact for Budge, unlike last week in Monaco. Looks like we have Blue Gunner going in. No, it is not. It's Supreme Bio has hunted down and passed. Oh yes, he is. Yeah, he's gone into the pits, and so has Mormick. They are not liking those, but that's an early stop for a set of mediums. Are the mediums going off early? Budge is not making any inroads into Major Jam, but he's not losing a whole significant amount of time either. And there's only 8 seconds net. There's only 8 seconds net that Budge has lost, and he will have the advantage and the possibility of closing down time on the likes of Mayo Man and Major Jam late in this race. Whew. What a start, folks. What a start. Let's follow some of the guys down below. We have Airman being forced wide by Is a Hero. Is a Hero. Everybody from Budge back to Bunsey bar Is a Hero has a penalty, and Is a Hero has had a penalty, a drive-through one at that. Why not see with a 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane, Mayo Man following him in, the first of the leaders to stop. The first of the leaders to stop is Mayo Man, and why not see Major Jam taking over after 15 laps, retaining or getting back the lead of this race. If he goes too far on this, if he goes too far on these softs, it could be a case of outdoing, there's Supreme Bio all the way up and on the back of Budge. That's the speed of him. The Budge could conceivably, with Major Jam going long, he might be going one stop, but he may lose a lot of time on those tyres pushing him too far when everybody else who's on softs has gone in. Nobody has gone as far as 15 laps on the soft. The mediums, yes, we have Is a Hero and Budge out on 13 and 15 laps respectively, or the other way around. He's made Jam into pits. He was going one further than his teammate, Why Not See, not wanting to get caught up behind them. That is incredible stuff. He could have done it on the same lap because there was clearly, and this is the lead, this is for the lead, this is live. Why Not See with another time penalty? That could conceivably mean that Budge then catches Why Not See too, and it means that Mayo Man is now net first in this race. Oh, this is all getting juicy, folks, as we approach. David Kavanagh watching from the back. That is that is what we love to hear, folks. That is the type of real life, real time shit we like to hear on this stream. Where else is people looking? Oh, that's all I'm saying. That's fantastic. I can't imagine a better situation to be in. So I honest to God wish I was commenting from a back, if I'm being honest. Behind the bubbles, watching it in comfort and seeing who's going to win. Supreme Bio opening up massive lead on Budge after overtaking him. Already out of the DRS. Budge getting a little bit of benefit of DRS for 1 or 2 zones, but now outside that. Why Not See is back up to third as Budge still yet to stop. But Why Not See? Look at that. All those penalties still there. But Why Not See? It looks like these guys will win one stop, but they will be on much older softs than Budge will be. Or sorry, mediums. Much older mediums when Budge is on really nice softs come the end of this race. But Why Not See? Only 1.4 seconds behind Budge, despite the fact that he has made his scheduled pit stop. At this stage, a safety car would be massive for Budge, and Budge could conceivably win, considering Supreme Bio and Why Not See and the likes of those lads around them are all on penalties. Major Jam is a long way off Mayo Man, almost 7 seconds behind, and Mayo Man not getting the pull around this track from the likes of Why Not See ahead of him, because he is more than the DRS behind Budge, and Why Not See may actively on track past Budge now, and this is it now. He's got DRS and he's going to make it look easy as he's on 2 lap old mediums, whilst Budge is on those 16 lap on mediums. So now this is it. 19 laps into this race. How far does Budge go? Budge, he'll be on soft. Depending on how far he goes, certainly 22 laps is the minimum you imagine he's going to. He won't come in before lap 22. I beg your pardon, 3 more laps minimum on those. But he may do 20 on the mediums to do. What would he have? He would have. He'd be lap 20. He'd be 13 lap old softs. So he'll have good active softs, especially on the lower weight fuel weight for the remaining part of this race. Major Jam is now making a little bit of an inroads into Mayo Man. Mayo Man is going to get a bit of a benefit of his teammate, following teammate, for a couple of laps with DRS. He wasn't this time, but he certainly will be inside the DRS through zones 1 and 2. And Budge, maybe 2, possibly 3 more laps on these mediums for very fresh softs to finish the race on. Doesn't want to go too far too though and go too far back from Major Jam now. Look at that, 5.8 seconds, 5.5 seconds as he makes big inroads. But this is where Major Jam, Mayo Man and Why Not See are going to be much faster than Budge. Budge will get the retort to this once he puts on those fresh softs, and it's how much of an advantage Why Not See gets. He will be a full pit stop plus 2.7 seconds ahead, but he's also, I think, 8 seconds still to serve, or still in penalties. Let's see the penalty situation. Yes, 8 seconds. I don't think Budge is going to be too concerned about Supreme Boyle, who likely will stop again and with a 6-second penalty. And then the likes of anybody outside Why Not See, Major Jam and Mailman is not likely challenging Budge at this stage. Budge is after being overtaken by Mailman at the end of lap 21, and this might be, and there he goes, he's going to use the DRS to get a bit of time, extend his time on Major Jam. Now folks, look at the time difference. The time difference is Major Jam was within only about 8.5 seconds ahead of Budge when he made that stop. He is now only 4.3 seconds behind him, but he is using up the good time on those mediums at this point. And again, penalty is going to play a huge factor as we come to the end of this race. We are coming to the end of lap 22 or 21 in this race. Going to lap 1. Is it this time or the next time? Budge might, because Budge is getting a drag around through DRS, he may conceivably, he looks like he's setting up the middle of the corner. Nope, he's going to go one more anyway. He is going to go one more anyway, and he will pit at the start of lap 23. And he didn't get the benefit of DRS. He is pushing. He has all of that ERS left. He should have probably been burning a bit of that before making his pit stop. He certainly should be using it on this final lap as he approaches that Major Jam. Oh, Major Jam is around! Major Jam is around! He's in the barrier! He's going to have to stop again! That is the end! I dare say that is the end of Major Jam's title contention. That puts him out of contention. It is not a safety car, but boy oh boy does that give Budge a massive advantage. Budge is going to make his stop likely on this time round, and he is 12 seconds ahead, and it looked like Major Jam hit that barrier with a wallop. So now it's only Mailman who is net P1, don't get me wrong, but can Budge hunt down Mailman, and Why Not See in this? If Budge finishes second in this race behind Mailman, and he's gone one more lap, he is going to have nice fresh tyres, soft tyres, but is it one lap too much? There is Major Jam gone into the pits, and that, I dare say, folks, that has to be it. I can't see how he does this. I can't see how Major Jam turns this around and scores significant enough points or above Budge in the final races to overturn Budge's lead. Don't see it happening, folks. Just don't see it happening. And now there are 6 lap old mediums for both Why Not See and Mailman. And Budge now is going to come out fresh softs. He will be a little more than 20 seconds behind, but can he get down to, let's say, what happened to Chameleon? Oh, DNF from Chameleon. Good call. And there it is. There is Budge's last stop for this race. He is going to go from lap 24 onwards on those softs. Chameleon out of this race. We did not get any warning as to what happened there. But Chameleon clearly frustrated. He wasn't doing well in practice. Now, here we go. Mailman, Why Not See? Supreme Bio's in the pits too. He is coming out too. Budge could conceivably now. He needs to stay within 6 seconds of Supreme Bio. And quite honestly, folks, that is a factor. Wow, that is a factor. I thought, wow, that's crazy. Ouch. That is difficult. Did not see. And Welsh Wizard has retired in this race. That is another. I think there are 2 DNFs. I don't think anybody came out on DNF on track. Sector 1 and Sector 2. Supreme Boyle, Shamrock and Ironman are all... Supreme Boyle is after lamping into the He is not doing well on these mediums. Oh my. That may be reviewed. And that is Supreme Bio out of this race for sure. And it is also Shamrock out of the race. Budge, now although behind virtual safety car. And who is that? I don't see anybody around. Who's dropping down? Supreme Bio. Was that Supreme Bio hitting the wall? It may very well be. Shamrock gone in to get the softs. Supreme Bio likely gone in to get the softs. Budge now though, way ahead of those guys, and those guys have penalties too. So it's not only about overtake. Mormick not helping Budge by being ahead of him, but certainly look at Ironman. DRS is now enabled. We are back racing live, folks. But look at the time difference between Budge. Let's see what the time difference is between the leader and Budge. Budge is 33 seconds down. He needs 26 seconds. He's on 31 now, so he needs 30. And this is where the faster. Look at those 9-lap-old mediums. Budge already down to 20. He needs 20 seconds. He's got 5 of those, or 6 of those 6 seconds that he needed at the start of that lap. Budge is making huge inroads early on these softs. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. And he is going to be all over the back of Mormick soon enough as he chases him around to turn 1. He's not going to get into DRS this time, but he may conceivably be next lap in the DRS. He's in striking distance within the next lap or two. And Budge, now we will leave it on the leader. Budge is now 28 seconds around. He only needs 20 seconds in these final laps, these final 10 laps. He made 10. Oh, sorry, he made up 6 seconds in that one lap already. So Budge on the hunt on these fresh tyres, and that virtual safety car will have extended those softs nicely for him. Supreme Bio is back out on the mediums. He is also on a lot of penalties as well. And as you say, it is likely now that Budge will gain a couple of turns here, especially with Ironman having some time on his clock there, and why not C2? Why not? He will jump Ironman in penalties if Mormick is there too. He's going to find it difficult to hunt down the likes of Mormick, who's in the faster cars, a much faster car. But he is doing that now with 9 laps left in this race. There's Ironman, and look at that. Mormick is coming up on the back of him too. Mormick, if he keeps it clean for the remainder of this race and with 62% ERS, is going to make an impression later on in this. It may be even another podium for the Master, the Rain Master, the guy who looked certain to do much better than he's already done. This has been an incredible race so far. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 12 drivers on track, all with penalties. Budge, you have to imagine he's not going to be getting too many penalties. Mormick now inside the DRS, and there we go. That looks like an Ironman going in. He surely is, and that will be Budge up to net P4 once this race continues. And you have to imagine if Mayo Man doesn't win, because he is now 3 seconds. Well, he will, because Mayo, I beg your pardon, why not see? Is 8 seconds on there. Big. Budge is not taking as much time as he did on that first lap, that's for damn sure. But Ironman all the way back down to 9th now, but looking good to score some points with all those guys around him with penalties. Supreme Bio may yet be a factor. Can he pass Budge and get DRS? And get those 6 seconds. You see? Penalties, yeah, 6 seconds. He needs a net change of about 12 seconds in order to beat Budge on this track. But Budge already hunting down Mormick, who is on much older tyres, and there's Mormick right out ahead of him. This is the championship race now, folks. This is the championship race. Why not see it? Depends on how far Why Not See drops. Can Budge get up to a podium? If he does, it's damage limitation after that incredible result earlier, or that incredible issue earlier on. with regard to being forced in after one lap. And Major Jam, this is where we're at, folks. This is where we're at with regard to his championship. He is nowhere near budge right now. He is nowhere near budge right now, and he looks like he's not going to tackle him. He doesn't have enough laps left, and quite frankly, folks, I just don't see how. If Budge extends his lead over the likes of Major Jam, I just don't see how he can. And he ran really wide there, so he's definitely in danger of a penalty if he's done that once or twice already. This is crazy. Budge hunting down Mormick. He's in the 1.7 zone now. That last 1 second will be easier, say, than the distance between 1 and 2 seconds, because he will have the assistance of the DRS as he goes around. Whew. We have 5 drivers DNF on a track that's all about speed. All about speed. But folks, like the weekend in the Red Bull Ring, it absolutely was all about Mormick using a little bit of ERS to retain that advantage of not letting Budge inside that ERS. But here it is, folks. Mayo Man has fallen 3.6 seconds behind Why Not See. Are we still on? Oh, he's on 11 seconds. Oh wow, that helped Budge even further, because now Budge doesn't only have to get 12 seconds to be inside Why Not See's time, and that is damage limitation for Budge realistically. Major Jam is round again, is he? No, he's just being passed by Iron Man on those fresh softs. Oh my, it is going from bad to worse for Major Jam on this track. Whew! This is an incredible race. Budge losing a little bit of the speed on those tyres. I have to imagine that Mormick isn't going to enjoy being on those tyres once they're 19-20 laps old. And I do imagine that Budge will be within striking range of DRS and possibly gain that position on track. But Mormick, podium bound, and he only needs 9 seconds. There's a 3-second time penalty for Bunsey in this race. Everybody below Budge, bar Major Jam, with a penalty. Crazy. And even Why Not See at the start at the lead of this lap. Budge has fallen back a bit. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I'm not looking at the net time. Look at the interval leader. Budge back to about 26 seconds. He needs 15 seconds now to surpass Why Not See at the top of this, or to be on the podium. So he's going to need a push. He's going to definitely need a push. Let's see how it's going back with Major Jam as he hunts down Iron Man again. Not making too many inroads. Major Jam will get a... Major Jam is likely to catch up on the likes of Shamrock and possibly Supreme Bio due to penalties. Oh yeah, Iron Man is certainly going to drop down like a hot spot, and there's Supreme Bio now with another 3-second time penalty, which means that he's not in danger of taking Budge's position. As a matter of fact, if he overtakes Budge, it's likely he'd give him some time back with ERS and DRS. So Budge now nearly 3 seconds behind the flying Mormick. Mormick needs to get inside the 11 seconds of Why Not See to get second, which will be his best result this season so far. It's all going to be interesting as we approach the end of this race, folks. This is just going to be absolutely going to be a fantastic race. Was people are on different tyres, different strategies, and is Budge pushing now a little bit? Looks like he is pushing a little bit now, because he's coming around fast, and there's Mormick, not only one turn ahead. Doesn't want to be on anywhere near that inside curb as he goes around turn 8 down towards turn 9, and he is outside 3 seconds again. So Budge not getting the whole benefit. A little bit of ERS there as he came around to make an impact. Is Mormick using this time? He sure is. He's using ERS like crazy on the straight to Northwood, push that advantage. But it will help Budge once he's in. If he does get into ERS, it will help Budge to be within when he's within the DRS zone, if he gets there. So there's a lot of racing left in this race. Budge now nearly 4 seconds behind Mormick, who is extending. He is using that ERS with professionalism. And there's Bunsey, who has decided to retire in this race. Blue Gunner into pits for a new set of tyres. He's going mediums. That is him back to last, and is a hero who may yet still score points in this race. Woo! What is the way for him? Sorry, I beg your pardon. Fast lap? Oh, no, fast lap. Interval. Oh, I beg your pardon. Fire. Penalties. 3 seconds only for both Blue Gunner and is a hero has penalties. I imagine Blue Gunner's going to be lapped soon enough as well. Is a hero and Blue Gunner may be lapped by the end of this race. There's Kaiser, who's in the points, up into the points by default because of the 6 retirements we've had so far in this race. Major Jam, Shamrock, Ironman. All that Major Jam needs to do with regards to these guys is remain patient, because he is going to jump these 2 guys before the end of this race. Supreme Boyo has now jumped Budge. He has hunted him down, but he has, as we said, 9 seconds of penalties, so he has a lot of work to do in these final 3 laps. And Budge will get the benefit of ERS if he remains within it. He still is, and Supreme Boyo isn't pulling away enough, I don't think, right now, with only 2 laps left, lap 35 and lap 36. But it does look like a podium for Mormick. And also, Why Not See is going to be second. So Budge will be fourth with 10 points of a win, and it's a 15-point gap. That means the lead will be cut down to 35 for Mayo Man. But Major Jam is going to drop outside 50 points. About 55 points behind Budge going into the final races of this season. Oof. It's not looking pretty for him now as this season comes to an end. Maybe 50, just above 50 points, because he will jump a place, and he has jumped a place. Oh, and that is Ironman up to the back of Major Jam, who is dropped. Oh, and Major Jam is gone. Oh my! Oh my! That's not a safety car, is it? No! But that is the end of Major Jam's race, and quite frankly, folks, I can't see now how he's actually going to finish in the... Well, he's going to finish the points, but is he going to finish last? Will maybe jump in the point place? Yeah, with 1 lap remaining, Budge is still going to jump Supreme Boyo, but he is not going to catch the likes of Mormick, who is on the final lap in this race, and he is going to secure his podium. 23 seconds, he needs 12 seconds on this final lap. But it has worked out for him. It has worked out for Mormick. And more. Oh, there. Oh, who the hell is that? Is that somebody in? Who the hell is in? Is somebody off the track there? I think that was Shamrock off the track there. It certainly was. Shamrock drops back behind Ironman. Kaiser Gunner up to 8. Oh my. Supreme Boyo now 1.6 seconds ahead of Mormick. And Budge all over the back of Mormick. This is going to be the race to the line. This is where it's at. Look at that, folks. Why Not See with a 5-second unfair penalty as he crossed the line. But Mayo Man is going to jump and get his win in this championship. He has now more wins than Budge, which means there's a tie. This time he will be the man to finish and win the championship if they tie on points. As it stands, Supreme Boyo coming around, he is going to drop a couple of places behind Mormick and Budge as he comes across the line, and we have Budge not Mormick secures his podium, finishing third. An absolutely fantastic time from him. Budge securing fourth, 15-point difference. And who is fastest lap? There we are, folks. Yeah, look at that, Major Jam all the way back in ninth, and quite frankly, folks, he's not even going to get 8th position at this stage. That is an 8-point differential for Major Jam in this. So that puts him from 48, 56 points behind Budge. That is crazy bad for him. And quite frankly, folks, Mailman is in a similar car to Budge and 35 points behind. Major Jam's in the fastest car, closest to Budge, but he is now 56 points behind Budge in the championship, going into the final 3 races of this season. And that means that Budge could conceivably not finish and still beat in 2 races and still beat Mailman. Or sorry, not Mailman, Major Jam. But another win for the Aston Martin faithful. Mailman with an incredible win, and he done what he needed to do. Why not see with it one of the best results of his season, despite the fact that he had 11 seconds. Maybe it's because he had 11 seconds he finished so high up the rankings, because he went for it all the way around. Ironman with fastest lap, finishing 7th there. We go through the rankings. We have Mailman in first, why not see it in second, Mormick in third with the rounding off the podium positions, Budge in fourth, getting 10 points, consistent Budge once again, Supreme Boyo in fifth, with Shamrock in sixth, Ironman in seventh with the fast lap, Kaiser Gunner in eighth, Major Jam in ninth, Blue Gunner in 10th, Is a Hero in 11th, Muncie in 12th, Wizard in 13th, Chameleon, Elite, Wilfred and Verne all DNF in 14th through 17th respectively. That is the end of this race, folks, and that is the championship. We will update you again next week, where we will be in Hungaroring, I believe. Am I correct? I am correct. Let's go to the we are on the Hungaroring, which is a Budge special. He has won there before, so have I in wheel to wheel history, so that is good. But folks, even now with the way things stand, Budge does not have to win another race. Budge could conceivably finish second in all races, with Mailman winning out. Mailman winning out and still not getting enough points in order to bridge that gap. 35-point lead over Mailman in the same car means that this championship is not over. It means I think realistically it means Major Jam is out of this championship, because Mailman now jumps to 255, Budge jumps to 288, and Major Jam only jumps up to 234. He is now 56 points behind. I think that is the end of his push. And it's going to make it interesting. It is a fight between the Aston faithful for the win in this season's championship. 2 Astons sit atop of the championship. Whew. And folks, with those results, you can be damn sure that they've also wrapped up a long time ago the Constructors' Championship. Budge with a championship in every season he's participated in, and potentially two in 3 of the season, 2 championships in 3 of the seasons that he partook. That is it, folks. We have you up to date with it. We will be live back here at 10:15 on Wednesday for the Hungarian Grand Prix. We will find out what happened to Chameleon in that race, and we will find out what happened to everything else. And if there are any penalties to serve, or anybody has to be jiggled around, or something like that, or the standings change as a result of those penalties, we will and truly bring you up to date at the beginning of the stream next week. And we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, folks, for joining us once again in week 21. That is week 21 of season 3 of the Wheel to Wheel Championship. Done and dusted. It's in the books, folks. The result isn't final because we did see some incidents on track that may result in penalties, and that may promote Budge to a podium, which would help his situation even better. But I think, folks, we are looking at a 3-time champion in Budge in a row from him. I am going to leave you there, and thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. That is week 21 in the books. We will meet you back here at the Hungaro Ring in the Meeps Cave in week 22 at 9:45 next Wednesday, Irish time.